Oh yeah, we really in this. Not gonna cuss, but we really bad guys. We're in that cycle, but at least we're back this time. Anyways, we're reacting to Roy Hibbert. If y'all don't remember Roy Hibbert was one of the biggest defensive anchors for like 4 years on the Pacers. I don't know why, but it was right before the whole league shifted into the 3 point era. Roy Hibbert was one of those grit and grind, back you down in the paint, make your life terrible on offense, and just he was a defensive anchor. That's really he was an old school big man, and we're just watching a video about how Westbrook terrorized him for years. Who doesn't like to see these actual experienced NBA players come out and talk about their experiences? Unless it's Paul George, bro, lock in. But let's get right into it.
Russel Westbrook was the only guard that I legit had nightmares about the night before a game. I literally wake up and
Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm giving you guys context. I'm a Spurs fan, but I'm that type of person where I can like an individual player. Even though the Spurs are my team, I got teams that I like because of the player. As in, I've always liked Westbrook, so whatever team he follows, I'm kind of watching them more. I've always loved Curry, bro. Curry's my GOAT. I don't care what anybody says. Curry be on some other shit, and I'll watch him. Jimmy Butler, fucking used to be Paul George, used to be Kyrie, but yeah. Westbrook's one of those players that I love just based off his personality, the energy, the excitement, and then the way he plays. As a kid, that play style was always what I was going for, but it's a little different.
in cold sweats because I knew I couldn't guard him at all.
Westbrook is fast.
Good, but Thomason got the rebound, and Westbrook down the lane.
I'm not a baby. I'm not a baby. So in today's video, I want to have a little fun and look back at my horrendous, unacceptable defense against a future Hall of Famer.
Unacceptable!
First off, Russell is a freak athlete who can shift into multiple gears. If you made any sort of mistake, he was going to make you pay. But I got to carry this shame mostly for my piss poor defense in the pick and roll. He was
Okay, real quick. We're just, it's the playoffs. One of the main reasons why I'm making this video. We talking basketball. And for y'all that be actually out here hooping, oh yeah, we could learn a thing or two.
score on me.
Real quick, Westbrook, he's not a shooter. He may be a threat from the mid range, but he's more of a driving threat. On the pick and roll, you're always gonna drop. You're always gonna give him that space. If anything, you want him to shoot that mid range. You could live with that rather than him driving.
Primarily in two different ways. Mid-range, which is around the free throw line extended area, or he's taking me right to the bucket. Sometimes he'd take it right at me like I wasn't even there. Pure embarrassment.
Embarrassing!
Look at this. Young Steven Adams, boom. Oh, am I even in the play? Just took it right at my ass, man. Attacking the rim.
Okay, now I'm not gonna lie. Westbrook got that fearless finisher, relentless finisher, Hall of Fame. Like, to be able to just rise up and go for the basket in the paint, especially when you're 6'3", playing. I'm pretty sure Westbrook's 6'3", playing against Roy Hibbert, who's like 6'8", 6'9", bro. That 5-inch height difference makes a big difference, but Westbrook still going up there like Roy Hibbert don't got 80 pounds on him.
Like I wasn't even there. Solomon Hill, a teammate, got the headband on. Step up, boom.
In this case, pretty sure that might be David West. He has to rotate right here to the middle so he could help the three. Teammate should be dropping a little because if it's a skip pass, he'd be able to close that out. But
foot. I expected him to drive. I expected him to go to the basket. Most of the time you want to be like level. Like if the screen is right here, the feet probably want to be parallel. A little shifted to maybe follow him.
Yeah, when your feet are giving him the lane, you know.
Towards the help, but I pretty much gave him an open pass, open lane to the basket, and I should have been anticipating this, but boom, he goes.
A big theme.
I miss retreating. I don't know why.
With players, especially like Westbrook, players who are slashers. If you don't stop the ball, they're gonna keep going. Roy Hibbert, he wasn't squared up stopping the ball, so Westbrook just went right through.
Right there, he gets the easy bucket. And I considered myself one of the better or one of the best defenders in the league at that time. One-on-one or pick and roll, ISO. I took
Getting like first team, second team all defense.
Pride in my defense, and you're going to hear that a lot today in this video. But in Indiana, when we had our runs, our schemes in the pick and roll was meant to funnel the ball handler towards me. So the two...
And that's literally what you want. You'd rather have LeBron taking this shot, a mid-range shot, a tough contested mid-range, even though LeBron can make those in his sleep. You'd rather have that than him shooting a wide open three or an easy layup. And remember, back then LeBron couldn't even shoot.
The pick and roll action could take care of it. We didn't want anyone else, coming in, Lance or any George Hill or anybody coming in helping when they didn't need to, because in Lance.
Okay, Roy Hibbert was gonna step up, or okay. Defensive rotation is a big thing. And when I see defenses rotate beautifully, I'm like, oh my God, that's so sexy. Because sometimes on good defensive rotations, it will literally save you guys energy. Now, if that's Luis Scola, I don't know why the fuck he's up top. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 in the corner. If anything, Lance Stevenson should have only stunted. He should have faked the help, then ran back to the corner just to give LeBron some hesitation, to give him enough time for Roy Hibbert to go and his man to fill in the spots, Luis Scola to go over there, and him to stay on 31.
Or any George Hill or anybody coming in help.
That just leads to a wide open three, and the man who had a man
want anyone else, coming in
to the corner three just to close out on a guy, because that was Lance Stevenson's man.
Gives up threes. We wanted contested twos instead of contested or open threes.
Guys, this is just y'all are coming here to just listen to someone ramble about basketball. Maybe you could learn a little tidbit or two. But in basketball, great ball movement and great defensive rotations, if you have only that, you could fuck around and win a game or two. Like, when the team is clicking like that, basketball is a team sport. When the team's clicking like that, it's hard to stop it. When everybody's getting a touch, a feel for the ball, everybody's moving off ball, there's easy cuts, easy shots, screens getting people open. On defense, if everybody got each other's back, we're filling spaces, we're helping on defense, bro. The game, you're literally playing a different game when you got different players on that level.
I'll give you all some context before we dive in. But for whatever reason, I couldn't figure out his timing whatsoever, because I was meticulous back in the day in terms of.
Now Westbrook, he ain't normal. He don't got a normal driving rhythm. Westbrook will sometimes jump off the first step. He'll go up with 2 feet. He'll jump off 1, go across the rim. So you really can't. You can't. You just got to jump and hope you give a good contest.
Scouting and everything like that. He could just stop on a dime, hit to the bucket. He was just having his way. With a lot of people in the league, but today's video is about me. This one is later on, my last year in the...
Dude, this is your channel.
From teams in 3 years, so I knew it was time to hang it up. I'm in Charlotte. Steven Adams, he's a beast. So I step up, pick and roll. Look. Oh, that was no man's land gray area right there. That was step up, pick and roll. I'm up. Boom. A little contest.
Look at that elevation from Westbrook, bro. It's like he jumped so fucking high on his pull-ups.
already shoot. I should have like fully contested that, but I was so worried about Steven Adams. He's a strong dude at this time.
Bro, Steven Adams is so fucking good. I'm giving him props on the Rockets, even though they finna get 5-0'd by the Warriors. Steven Adams, I still give you props, bro. Solid big man. Always loved him, even since he was on OKC.
I guess always really. My teammates, Kemba, my boy right here, really wanted to chug right there and help me out. But boom, like that's me not knowing that my teammates have my back. Marvin Williams, great shooter.
Okay, let's talk about the defensive rotation and see how it collapses.
UNC, great. But look at this.
We got 5 out, Steven Adams and the screen. You got 4 people on the strong side. That means there's 3 people on the weak side being covered by 1 or 2 people. You got Kemba Walker in the paint, which is the last thing you want. If anything, I'm switching Kemba and Batum, and I'm keeping Batum in the paint. But
they had my back. I should have known to get.
Never mind, not much defensive rotation there, but Kemba could have closed out harder.
But it's like, are you?
Is that Kemba? I don't know if that's Kemba Walker. I don't know if number 15 was Kemba.
We all know for a number of years, Brodie was eating well. His stomach was full. He was averaging a triple-double between 2016 through 2021. I think my last year was 2016 or 2017, so I got a bunch of those stats put on my head. We see how he was scoring, but to put insult to injury, he was spreading the love around to his teammates as well, racking up tons of assists.
And when you're a big threat to score, like Curry, LeBron, Luka, bro, that gravity is real. When you got the ball and you're driving in the paint and they know you're a slasher, the whole defense is going to collapse and someone's going to be
Bounds, gets it, drive, and then should I have stepped up? Is this me, y'all? Let me know in the comments down below. Is this me? Step up, pin down. He gets it, little brush screen. Look at this.
So as Westbrook beats his man, 3 things could happen. They could double, and then he goes to the corner. Paul George could just step up and try to take him, but it's pretty hard to pick up someone who's running full speed downhill. What I would do, I would want Paul George to try to rotate him, stay on him for a second. Is that Grant Hill? I don't know. Anyways, Grant Hill was a Spur. PG, take Westbrook, pop out to the 3, watch.
They should have it.
Watch who that is. Then these 2, step, clog the paint.
The center, like I said, I take pride in my defense. I'm the last line of defense. I'm always worried. So part of me is just like, I got to step up.
And that mindset is what makes Roy Hibbert the defensive anchor, I'm the last line of defense. Get out of no man's land because he's shooting right outside of the arc. Anyways, they're closing in.
The Reds.
PG, just let him. Paul George could have taken the charge.
Line of defense, I'm always worried. So part of me is just like,
if Westbrook's running right,
got to step up.
He stepped in the way. Paul George stepped in the way and then just let him blow past him.
The Red Sea kind of part.
Jumped out the way.
He jumped. He's in the air. I take pride in my defense. I'm the last line of defense. I'm always worried. So part of me is just like, I got to step up. The Red Sea kind of part.
Bro. And when the first line of defense is out of there, all Roy Hibbert could do is just jump high as shit and make that layup. But Westbrook could either do a floater over him, he could do some weird acrobatic shit and bank it. I think he's going to fly, get contested, and then do some acrobatic shit.
Jumped. He's in the air. I see this. Why am I stepping up? Could Russell jump, fake the pass, and still shoot a floater? Yes. But the percentages are very low that he makes that. But there again, boom, I step up for no reason. And Kendrick Perkins gets a that. But there again.
See, from that's a tough pass.
Boom, I step up.
Especially if his man had active hands.
Up for no reason, and Kendrick Perkins gets a nice little push shot. So kudos to you, brother. Hey, if there's someone that you know that wants to level up their game, get led to, or do things I normally wouldn't do, like blindly rotating over when I didn't need to, or running back in transition, not at full speed. Well, actually, that was all me, to be honest with you. I was never the quickest of foot. If you see me, I was not the quickest of foot. But he just saw that and just took advantage of it. All right, Lance throws it over the top. I could have held him off. Bad pass. Look at me. I'm running. I'm trotting. I'm not even looking. Boom. He
Okay.
hits another gear, and boom, gets to the basket. Come on, Roy. Get your ass back in transition.
Sorry, we're here for Roy Hibbert, not me.
We're not even going to slow that one down. Get your ass back in transition. But it really grinds my gears. The big guy was matched up against that night, whether it be Perkins or Collison or a young Steven Adams, they were eating well too. Again, I take a lot of pride on the defensive end. And seeing those guys score above their averages made me sick to my stomach. These guys are
And all of those guys, fuck averages. All of those guys are solid big men that do the fundamental shit you need them to do. Like Steven Adams, you see him properly boxing out for those extra rebounds, fucking sealing his man, setting those brick wall screens, just doing the small shit that you'll miss in any other center.
averaging like 6, 8, maybe 9 points. I could be mistaken. Y'all can go back in the comments. Let me know if I was wrong. Perkins may be averaging more at the time, but to see him probably add 4, 5, 6 extra points just from Russell abusing me, and then them getting their licks in after he's had his double and he's racking up assists. Wish I can get those that time.
I'm not gonna lie, as a slasher myself, when I see that flat-footed, heavier, slow big, I'm like, oh yeah, that's eats. That quick first step, finna zoom right past them, easy bucket. As long as the second line of defense is chump change,
Back, but alas, you can't go back in time and get that time back. But I appreciate y'all taking this quick walk down memory lane with me. It felt good to dip my toe in a little bit and making content about myself. Usually I like to talk about today's NBA and what's going on with these type of players. You know, Luke is my favorite player. I made several videos on him. You know what? I like Dallas next year. That's it for another video. But, you know, the next
Wild statement. Roy Hibbert, you a professional NBA player, or you used to be, but not gonna say anybody's opinions are this was
Russel Westbrook was
this was 9 months ago. This was before the Dallas trade. Never mind. But yo guys, definitely check out Roy Hibbert's channel, bro. 26,000 subs, bro. Seems like he's down to earth. If you wanna look at highlights and learn more, how to guard a pick and roll, how to score against the zone. Yeah, if you want to learn some basketball, bro, this may not be a bad channel for you. So if you guys do that, oh my god, I'm checking that out. Roy Hibbert's a nerd. I fucking love that. Let's see his little Star Wars collection. Let's see. Let's see what sabers he got. But yeah, y'all that are here, still watching. Hey, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith Episode 3 is out in movie theaters, bro. You should check it out. It's like a 10-year anniversary or something like that. But not a 10-year, definitely not a 10-year. I think it's like a 20 or something. But hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely check out Roy Hibbert's channel. And, this was just for the Hooper, so this wasn't a video intended for everybody. So if you didn't like it, hey, maybe the next video is for you. Hey, maybe this channel ain't even for you. But the fact that you're here, appreciate it. Thanks for giving me your time. Thanks for maybe caring about Roy Hibbert. You gotta bring some people from the past back. But damn, I didn't even notice all those in the back were probably the lightsabers. But when you got NBA money, yeah, you could fuck around like that. But alright, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.